Okay, here we are. Update patch number 1.95. A lot of changes brought into this one. So let's go over that. Let's dig in. Basically, there's a start of a new season. There was debate on whether we just play another old one or another new one. Myself, I actually haven't been playing that long, so I have not been 90 since the old season plays out. So I'm actually rather happy that the old season is playing out because I just was curious how it worked. So they're going to roll that out. We're going to be able to play that, test that out, see how that works before we go to the new one. And personally, pretty happy. I just, it's holiday season. I know everybody has a job, but you kind of want to spend it with family and everything. So don't want to worry about bugs at work. So it's kind of nice that they're going to go with the old version. So with that, I want to go ahead and point out that the new season has chevrons, mythic, legendary, epic, for league and resource mines. If you're not familiar with the game, basically the league mines are the top button on the left currently, and the resource mine is the second button that you get those resources from. So there are a difference in there, and you get the rewards for those now. So that's pretty cool with the new season. And with that league mine, it kind of gives you in depth how the scoring is going to go. Those top three, get the green, and as long as you beat the first level, you are at least going to get a blue zone reward. And you get that chevron, and basically you place that into your hero slot on the ship, and that'll show in your chat box. So if you get that chevron and you don't know how to use it, go look at your ship. You'll find it in there to place it in there. And so hopefully I'll have one of those next to my name. That'll be pretty cool. I say that because I'm actually gonna toot my own horn here, guys. I actually did hit the top 3 list for the first time ever. Maybe the only time I might ever hit top 3. Who knows? But pretty happy to see that up there. That's pretty cool. So did it actually end up 16th in the first day. So I was able to get that 20 star. I've yet to be in the top 100 of anything so far, so it's pretty cool to see this new season play out. Now, to go back, what the patch brings us, we've got new heroes. We've got the Wild Rider, not to be confused with Nona Rider. Basically, this is the sister of the Night Queen. We're going to see her in this current event, and basically, from what I can tell, she has a foil counterpart as well. I don't know what that adds. Going to assume 20% increase off the regular version, but here's the regular version in the Shard preview of the event. Now, we have the Night Queen as well, so just want to give you an idea of basically what these two both kind of do the same thing. They're not in a particular category, no group, so you will not see an icon if you're looking on the ship. Not sure if you're going to be able to have both on the ship at the same time. That'll be for the foreseeable future. But currently, that's what she looks like. And if you max the Night Queen, that's actually what you ended up with. So we will see if it'll match the same, go higher. Of course, that foil counterpart will probably go higher. So we'll see what that brings us as well. The new boss, along with the new wolves that were brought in 194, of course the boss was brought in as well. So he basically heals those around him. I've got a level 94 version of him. That's a lot of hit points. He moves at 110. If you're used to the Panzer and the Troll guys, those guys move at, or the Panzer moves at 90, and the Shredder, he's got about 10% more hit points than the Shredder and the Panzer, to give you an idea. Good comparison. If you see at the top right, he of course has that exclamation point, so you can get a quick view of who you're going to face. Didn't seem to be too bad. He's not as quick healer as the creeps that basically do an insta heal. Seems that he just does about a 10%, maybe 20% health tick. Now, pretty slow at level 94, so once that gets in higher levels, that's probably going to be sped up, make that much more difficult. So you want to use those counters at the bottom to watch out for him for sure. Now the detonator was changed, the foil and the regular version, it appears. I haven't used this one in a while, I know some of you players do. The regular version just does 2 times more damage on the creeps, and the foil version does 1,000% area damage. Now this card doesn't seem to be that strong. If you haven't been using it, or the Wizard, look at that count. I still have 2 more evolves, so I think that's 5 for each one. So I think you can have 25 of these detonators. If you're playing one of the build your own map, forget Toward Sands, I believe it may be called, but basically where you need a bunch of towers to guide a path. These guys are really great, especially if it's one of the prime ones, as they have to come back through that path, because you can put 25 of those guys in there, and it makes that map rather easy. So don't dismiss these guys. They're still pretty strong cards if you need it in that particular fashion. The fixes as well, the aim tower, the foil aim tower, which I'm about a week away from having, so I can't actually show that off, but apparently it was fixed as well. And want to touch on the mythic heroes. I know some of you guys may see one of your towers being a little bit lower. You have to max your hero, the count and the level. We were all getting a bit confused on what the max level was and where to get it. So I see why this was done. Makes it a bit easier to understand how far you need to go. I know that hurts a couple of players in trying to do that, but in the name of rebalancing, it does make sense. Just kind of didn't know. We knew that was coming. As long as I've been playing, I knew that was coming. We just didn't know when. So kind of may be the wrong timing for some of you guys, but hopefully you're able to get through that without too much trouble. But that's pretty much what we're going to see in 195. We've got a new season going, and there's going to be some fun with that. Currently, all of your mines were reset, so you'll notice that everything switched back to about level 90. So those are basically just placeholders. So try to get those up, and we'll see you throughout the season. Looks like about 32 days, I think it was, for this season. So we'll see how that plays out. All right, guys. Hope you enjoy.